Yeah, coming to Markowitz model, what happens is when we are making analysis, the term analysis, what does it means? Term analysis, తెలుగు ఈక్వలెంట్ విశ్లేషించుకోవటము అని అంటాం. అంటే బిఫోర్ మేకింగ్ ఎనీ ఇన్వెస్ట్మెంట్ we want to look into the characteristics of a particular security or a particular portfolio. మరి చెప్పండి, ఈరోజు మనం క్లాస్ నేర్చుకునే ప్రయత్నంలో ఫస్ట్ సెక్యూరిటీస్తో స్టార్ట్ చేసాం. ఏం అనలైజ్ చేసాం ఫస్ట్ 3 క్వశ్చన్స్లోని 4 క్వశ్చన్స్లోని? we analyzed the returns, we analyzed the risk, we analyzed the return by calculating the expected return, we analyzed the risk by calculating the standard deviation. ఇప్పుడు పోర్ట్ఫోలియోలోకి వచ్చినప్పుడు how we have to calculate the same things, how we have to calculate the expected return of a portfolio, how we have to calculate the risk of a portfolio. When the question how to calculate the risk of a portfolio, because you are introducing more than one security, here equity and debt, the next problem you may be having another security, that is preference shares also there. But in the previous cases we have only one security, therefore the question of relationship between the two is not coming into our mind. బట్ ఇప్పుడేమవుతుంది, 2 సెక్యూరిటీలు మిక్స్ చేస్తున్నారు ఇక్కడ మీరు. అప్పుడు ఈక్విటీ అండ్ డెట్ మార్కెట్ ఇంటర్ రిలేషన్షిప్, దట్ ఈస్ ఇన్ మోర్ ఫెమిలియర్ వర్డ్ వీ కాల్ ఇట్ as కొరిలేషన్ బిట్వీన్ ద సెక్యూరిటీస్ అనే క్వశ్చన్ అరైజ్ అవుతుంది. అలాంటప్పుడు మనము స్టాండర్డ్ డీవియేషన్ మెజర్మెంట్ చేయటం అనేది ఒక ఛాలెంజ్ అవుతుంది. కొరిలేషన్ అంటే మీనింగ్ తెలుసు కదా మీకు? కెన్ ఎనీబడి టెల్ మీ వాట్ డూ యూ మీన్ బై కొరిలేషన్? పాజిటివ్ కొరిలేషన్ ఉంటుంది, నెగటివ్ కొరిలేషన్ ఉంటుంది. కొరిలేషన్ వాల్యూ ఆల్వేస్ లైస్ బిట్వీన్ +1 and -1. It can even be 0 sometimes. Correlation ante for every change that is coming in equity market, how does debt market behave? If equity is increasing, debt is also increasing, then it is positive correlation. If equity market is increasing, debt is decreasing, that means one is going up, at the same time other is coming down. This is what we call negative correlation. Anjani Devi, can you tell me how equity market and gold market behaves?
Ask again, sir, please.
How equity market and gold market, GOLD, gold.
Equity expected gold. Sorry, sir. Gold is expected to be increased in the future. So purchased in now, it is called correlate.
నో నేను క్వశ్చన్ చాలా సింపుల్గా అడిగా. ఈక్విటీ మార్కెట్ పెరుగుతుంది, ఆ టైంలో గోల్డ్ మార్కెట్ తగ్గుతుందా పెరుగుతుందా? ఈ జనరల్ తగ్గుతుంది అంటే నెగిటివ్ కొరిలేషన్.
నెగిటివ్ కొరిలేషన్.
ఎందుకంటే ఎవరైతే ఈక్విటీ షేర్స్ లో ఇన్వెస్ట్ చేయాలనుకుంటారో వాళ్ళు గోల్డ్ అమ్మేస్తా ఉంటారు, వాళ్ళు హోల్డ్ చేసిన గోల్డ్ ని. అమ్మేయటం వల్ల సప్లై పెరిగిపోయి గోల్డ్ వాల్యూ డౌన్ అవుతుంటది, ఈక్విటీ మార్కెట్ పెరుగుతుంటుంది. ఒకవేళ ఈక్విటీ మార్కెట్ లో కొంచెం లాసెస్ వస్తున్నాయని భయపడితే అందరూ ఏం చేస్తారు, ఈక్విటీ షేర్స్ అమ్మేసుకుని వచ్చిన డబ్బును గోల్డ్ కింద కన్వర్ట్ చేసుకుంటారు. సో ఆ రకంగా మనము ఏదైతే 2 సెక్యూరిటీస్ ని మన పోర్ట్ఫోలియోలో పెట్టుకుంటున్నామో, 2, 3, 4, 5 ఎనీ నెంబర్, దే కెన్ హ్యావ్ పాజిటివ్ కొరిలేషన్ ఆర్ నెగిటివ్ కొరిలేషన్. నేను చెప్పింది కరెక్టా కాదా? రైట్. సో ఆ కొరిలేషన్ కూడా ఇండ్యూస్ చేసుకుంటూ how we are going to calculate the standard deviation of a portfolio that consists of two securities, equity and debt. This is the subject we are learning, and that for that the title is Markowitz. Using Markowitz model, how to calculate the standard deviation of a portfolio. First of all, before going to calculate the standard deviation, let us concentrate on the question. Calculate the expected return and standard deviation of a portfolio. Please wait for a second. I am taking some writing pad so that I can show you the formulas clearly. Okay, ma, I think I forgot the writing pad to brought today. Anyhow, I will manage the formula on the this particular thing, and otherwise I will try to show it by other way. No problem. Let me first start the first question. All of you are there?
Yes, sir.
Be alert. This is very important question for examination, but there you are going to get 3 securities, not 2, because I am teaching for the first time. I take only 2 securities. If this is not good understandable, the other part will be difficult for you. So try to put maximum concentration in this question. With the 2 securities, it will be easy. With the 3 securities, there will be increase in the formula. That's it. But you
Okay.
can manage. You can manage it very easily if you follow my calculations. Expected return on security or on portfolio?
On
On
portfolio.
portfolio. On security analysis అయిపోయింది. Now we come to portfolio analysis or portfolio
Yes, sir.
management, right? So same one column for X. Tell me the second column will be for PI or WI, sorry. WI stands for weight. And third column XI into WI. మీరు వెనకాల నాకు అసిస్ట్ చేస్తూ ఉంటే మీకు రివిజన్ అవుతూ ఉంటుంది, నాకు ఈజీ ఉంటుంది క్యాలిక్యులేషన్స్. 20 and 18.
18.
And the weights, the question మనం చదవలేదు. The fund manager managed by
0.5.
ICICI mutual funds consists of 2 securities. Yeah, the company, the portfolio comprises of equal weights of each security. Equal weights means 1/2, 1/2. Am I right?
0.5, 0.5.
Very good. 1/2 stands for 0.5, 0.5. And multiple these two things, 20 into 0.5, 18 into
9.
0.9. Thus, your portfolio has an expected return of 19%. And we generally write it as RP, return on the portfolio. Capital R, small subscript P. Understand to all?
Yes, sir.
Good. Now, Markowitz model. Calculating standard deviation of portfolio. Not the standard deviation of the security. This is the standard deviation of portfolio. How we have to do that? Hope you all know the symbol for writing the standard deviation.
It's a sigma.
Sigma symbol. All you know, all of you know that?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, this is that. And in the subscript, small p you can write. This becomes పోర్ట్ఫోలియో స్టాండర్డ్ డీవియేషన్. అమ్మ అందరికీ కూడా పోర్ట్ఫోలియో సింబల్ అర్థమైందా లేదా?
Yes, sir.
For this, we take square root of, to put the square root symbol, a big square root you have to take, but I am writing square root.
Okay,
Hope
sir.
all of you are hope all of you are understanding. Square root over the equation is very important, and you should concentrate on the equation very carefully. We have two securities, am I right?
Yes, sir.
Equity and debt.
Mm.
Instead of writing equity debt, I will write 1 and 2. 1 stands for equity, 2 stands for
That.
right. You can also write x, y. X stands for equity, y stands for debt.
That. Okay.
So I am writing like this: weight 1 whole square. You write power 2, but I am writing symbol like this. It implies you have to write that 2 over that equation. Clear to all?
Yes, sir.
Multiplied by standard deviation. Weight 1 whole square multiplied by standard deviation 1 whole square. That means multiple squares of the weights and their standard deviations respectively. That means you are taking equity weight, square the equity weight, multiple with equity standard deviation whole square, plus now weight 2 power 2 whole square, I mean whole square, into standard deviation of the 2. You will be using the symbol standard deviation and writing 2 in the subscript. Okay. But at the end of the solution, I will also show you the formula in handwritten form also. Don't worry about it. For the time being, please manage, because I forgot the writing pen at home. అమ్మా ఈక్వేషన్ అందరికి అక్కడ దాకా అర్థమైందా?
Yes, sir.
Good. Plus now the final version of the formula: 2 into weight 1, ఇక్కడ స్క్వేర్లు ఉండవు, weight of 1 into weight of 2 into R. R stands for correlation between 1 and 2. So I write R12 multiplied by standard deviation 1 multiplied by standard deviation 2. సో ఫార్ములా కొంచెం గంభీరంగా ఉంటుంది, కానీ ఇందులో ఏమీ ఉండదు. వెరీ ఈజీ టు రిమెంబర్. లుక్స్ లైక్ ఎ లాంగ్ ఫార్ములా. ఇంకా 3 వచ్చినప్పుడు ఇంకా పెద్దది వస్తుంది. బట్ డోంట్ వరీ, యూ కెన్ మేక్ ఇట్ వెరీ ఈజీ బై జస్ట్ ఐడెంటిఫైయింగ్ హౌ వీ అరేంజ్డ్ ద ఫార్ములా. We multiplied the weights and standard deviations, but after squaring them and added them. This is what we call adding. Plus, but before adding, what we have done? Square the weights, square the standard deviations, and then add them up. And then add the 2 into weight into correlation into standard deviations. 2 into 2 weights, correlation ఇప్పుడు ఒకటే ఉంటుంది రెండిటికి కలిపి, standard deviations separate ఉంటుంది. This is the formula that will produce you the answer for what will be the standard deviation of the portfolio. మనం రిటర్న్స్ ని వెయిట్స్ తో మల్టిపుల్ చేసి టోటల్ చేసినంత ఈజీగా స్టాండర్డ్ డీవియేషన్స్ చేయకూడదు. Standard deviations, because they have a correlation coefficient between them. Before mixing the standard deviations, we have to square them, multiple them with their squares of the weights, and then add adjustment for correlation. That is the third part of the formula. 2 into W, 1 into W2 into R12 into standard deviation 1 into standard deviation 2. So let us first remember the standard deviation values 6 and 3. W1, W2, we already remembered 0.5 and 0.5. SD1, SD2. SD1 is 6, SD2 is 3. So let us substitute these values in the formula. Let us come to that. Square root of W1 0.50 whole square into standard deviation of 1 is 6 power 2. Weight of the second security is also 0.5 whole square multiplied by standard deviation 2, that is 3 whole square. Excuse me. 2 into first weight is 0.50, second weight is 0.50. Correlation between గుర్తుందమ్మా చూసినారు కదా 0.30. It was there in the question. Don't worry, I will show it to you. Correlation coefficient between 1 and 2 is 0.3. Standard deviation is of first security is 6, second security is 3. So when using your calculator, be careful. I am telling you one simple way to make this calculation. 0.5 whole square. That means take 0.5 on your calculator into is equal to will give the square. Once again, take 0.5, press into symbol and press is equal to symbol. This will produce 0.5 whole square. Then multiple with 6 square, you just multiple with 6 and again multiple with another 6. That means 6 square 36 తో మల్టిపుల్ చేసే బదులు 6 into 6 2 times press చేసుకుని is equal to నొక్కితే this is the value of this total equation or up to this part. 9 is the value. Plus the other part, the second security calculation, that is 0.5 whole square into 3 whole square. For this also I am taking 0.5. For making whole square into is equal to into 3 into 3 will produce 2.25 as the value of this part of the equation. Are you able to see the cursor movement? And this is 2.25 plus the last part 2 into 0.5 into 0.5 into 0.3 into 6 into 3. This total comes as a single number like this. 2 into 0.5 into 0.5 into correlation between the two securities 0.3 into standard deviation of the equity into debt standard deviation is 3, and now press the is equal to, you get 2.7. This 2.7 is taken here. Thus the formula has 3 terms and the 3 terms are produced here, and answer is square root over 13.95. So final answer is, what is the square root of 13.95? It is 3.74. 3.74%. Now can you see this formula in handwritten form?
Yes, sir.
Everybody.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So let me explain this handwritten form again for you. I think it is the same question. Standard deviation 1 whole square into weight of 1 whole square plus standard deviation 2 whole square into weight of 2 whole square plus 2 into standard deviation 1 into standard deviation 2 into here squares undavu, just multiple the standard deviations, multiple the weights along with correlation. దీనివల్ల ఏమవుతుందంటే ఇదంతా ఒక టర్మ్గా మారిపోతుంది, ఇదంతా ఒక టర్మ్ వస్తుంది, ఇదంతా ఒక టర్మ్ వస్తుంది. సో ఫైనల్లీ విల్ సీ త్రీ టర్మ్స్, 1 2 and 3. Add them up, take the square root, you will get the square root standard deviation of portfolio given the standard deviations of the securities. మనకు లెక్కలో స్టాండర్డ్ డీవియేషన్స్ ఇచ్చాడు 6 and 3. They are the standard deviations of securities. And when we have a portfolio having these two securities, what is the standard deviation of the portfolio is important for us. Not the standard deviation of the securities is important for us. Therefore, Markowitz has given a beautiful formula to measure such a standard deviation. Hope the concept is clear.
Yes, sir.
So this is RP, which I have written in a formula sigma. Sigma stands for total, XIWI. మీకు ఒక టేబులర్ ఫామ్లో చూపించాను క్యాలిక్యులేషన్, ఇక్కడ ఫార్ములా కింద రాయించాను అనమాట. అర్థమైందా?
Yes, sir.
Sigma XIWI, that means 20 into its weight, 18 into its weight. 20 is the return of equity, 18 is the return of the bonds, and their weights are equal, that means 0.5 0.5. And when multiplying 20 and 0.5 we get 10, and while multiplying 18 and 0.5 we get 9. 10 plus 9 is equal to 19%. This is the same answer we got in the tabular form also. Question is same, but it is in handwritten form so that you will be experiencing board presentation. Classroom board presentation is here. I will be sharing these PDF files with you in the group.
Thank you.
క్లాస్ అయిపోయింది కదా అని మీరు పక్కన పడేయకుండా, you please solve these questions by spending some time on it. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Right. Also, I am sharing the videos so that you will be able to pause the video and solve the question, and whenever you have a doubt, play the video and correlate. This is a wonderful experience. In classroom environment, you will be having a chance to hear to the teacher only once or twice, but here you have a lot of time you can spend, and if Jill is there to learn, you can learn very easily. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
So what will we do? We shall continue with 3 securities or stop the class for today and take another class in the evening or tomorrow. Tomorrow is Sunday, but still we are having classes because I promised that all the models so far discussed in the classroom should be completed by tomorrow. Are you able to take the class tomorrow?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Anil, Prasad,
Yes,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Vaishnavi, Yamini.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Okay, sir.
Okay, maybe
Yes, sir.
maybe after 11 a.m. I will be available, and will inform you what is the exact time. So with just 15 or 20 minutes deviation, I will definitely take the class tomorrow. So you want me to continue with 3 securities today, or shall I stop here so that you can make some calculations that are shared by me? PDF files I am going to share to you.
Yeah.
అంజని చెప్పమ్మా, కంటిన్యూ చేద్దామా 3 సెక్యూరిటీ? త్రీ సెక్యూరిటీస్ మోడల్ కూడా చెప్పేనా?
పర్లేదు సార్ చెప్పాను సార్.
గుడ్
ఎస్ సార్
గుడ్,
చెప్పాను సార్.
వెరీ గుడ్. వాట్ అబౌట్ ప్రసాద్, సంజయ్?
ఎస్ సార్ చెప్పాను సార్.
ఓకే ఓకే. That's fantastic. Let me move to the three securities model now. So before moving, I would like to know the formula from your side itself, right? You try to predict what is going to happen with three securities. Let me help you. We have standard deviation 1 square into W1 square, standard deviation 2 square into W2 square. If we are going to have one more security, here you will be having
Another standard deviation 3 square into weight 3
Standard deviation 3 square.
into weight
weight
3 square. Wonderful, wonderful. That means 1 2, and there will be another calculation here added, right?
yes sir.
But how about this one?
It will
తప్పైనా
be
మిస్టేక్ అయినా పర్లేదు, ట్రై.
Plus 2 weight 1, weight 2, weight 3.
No. Because correlation always lies with two securities. This remains as it is. ఇది ఇలాగే ఉంటుంది.
R1
ప్లస్ అని చెప్పి మళ్ళా 2 ఇంటూ స్టాండ్ డీవియేషన్ 1 ఇంటూ స్టాండ్ డీవియేషన్ 3 కాంబినేషన్ మారుతుంది. 1 అండ్ 2 కాకుండా 1 అండ్ 3.
3.
కొరిలేషన్ బిట్వీన్ 1 అండ్ 3 వస్తుంది ఇక్కడ.
Yes sir.
వెయిట్ ఆఫ్ 1 అండ్ వెయిట్ ఆఫ్ 3 వస్తుంది.
ఓకే సార్.
మళ్ళీ ప్లస్ వచ్చి ఈసారి 2 అండ్ 3 కాంబినేషన్. అర్థమైంది అందరికీ? వెరీ ఈజీ. ఆ టెక్నిక్ పట్టుకోకుండా ఓన్లీ బై హార్ట్ చేస్తాను ఫార్ములా అంటే ఎగ్జామ్ హాల్కి వెళ్ళి మర్చిపోవడం తప్ప మనం చేసేది ఏం లేదు.
Okay.
That is what I am telling, right? Now let us move to that calculation also. Markowitz model with three securities. Is the question visible?
Yes sir.
Yes sir.
Font size is enough?
Enough sir.
Okay. అందరూ యాక్టివ్గా ఉండండి అమ్మా. Try to ask questions. So as it is security A, B, C and 3 returns, 3 standard deviations. How much weight is put into? More weight is given to A and B, and 0.2, only 20% of the funds are put in C. So this is the weights structure. Because we have 3 securities, we want 3 correlations. Because in the previous problem, we have only 2 securities. That means 1 combination. But with 3 securities, we will have 3 combinations. That is what they call RAB. RAB stands for correlation between A and B. RBC, correlation between B and C. అర్థమైందమ్మా క్వశ్చన్ అందరికీ? Good. Now let us move how to calculate the first one, expected return. This is capital RP, return on the portfolio, is equal to sigma XIWI. When we expand this, we will get it like this. XI means one time we take the return of security A, the other time we take X as a return of B. That is why the logic I means I పెట్టినా పర్వాలేదు పెట్టకపోయినా పర్వాలేదు అని చెప్పాను మీతో. It does means I will take the value of A, B, C like that అనమాట. So X value of A, X value of B, this is the X value of C, 8 for C, 10 for B and 20 for A. And these weights, W 0.4 is the WA, weight of A, or weight of 1, weight of 2, this is weight of 3. Is the formula clear to all?
Yes sir.
Good. Now the total comes to 13.60%. I hope you understand how it comes, and I am not spending more time here. Just moving to the next calculation, that is calculation of the standard deviation of the portfolio. So concentrate on this part. This is enough. If you are having a pen, you try to write this formula right now so that you can get familiarization on it. What is the standard deviation 1 for us in the question? Let us move to the question. 8, 5 and 2. So remember 8, 5 and 2. So ఫార్ములా రాసుకోవటం కోసం కాసేపు ఆగమంటారమ్మా నన్ను? ఆర్ యూ రైటింగ్ ద ఫార్ములా?
Completed.
Completed? Then I am going to the solution, solving the question.
Okay.
Our values for standard deviation. Standard deviation 1 is 8. 8 whole square. నేను పవర్ 2 అని రాస్తున్నాను, మీరు డైరెక్ట్గా 2 సబ్స్క్రిప్ట్లో పైన రాసుకోండి. ప్లస్ స్టాండర్డ్ ఇంటూ weight 0.40 power 2 plus standard deviation of the second security is 5 whole square multiplied by weight of the second security is also 0.20 whole square plus third security standard deviation is 3. I remember 3. No, 2. 852, right? 2 power 2 multiplied by weight of the third security is 0.20 whole square. So one part of the expansion is completed. Multiplying the squares of the standard deviations and weights of the securities and adding them. Now the second part, plus part. Plus 2 into plus 2 into, tell me the standard deviation 1 value is 8.
8.
Standard deviation 2 value is 5.
9.
Correlation between 1 and 2 is
So we didn't write
0.2. Weight of the first security is 0.4. Weight of the second is 4.
0.4.
Good. Now we come to second combination. Plus 2 into
5 into.
Very good. 5 into
2 into.
2 into correlation between 2 and 3. That means B and C is 0.3, right?
Okay.
0.3. Weight of the second security
0.4 into 0.2, sir.
Very good. The last combination
2 into 8 into.
Very good. 2 into correlation 0.5. Correlation between A and C is 0.5. Very good. .50 multiplied by their weights
0.4 into 0.2.
0.2. Now our final equation will have how many terms? 4 terms, right? Square root power 8 squares. So calculation kuda jagattaga gurtu pettukondi nenu cheppe vidhamga 8 squares means 8 into is equal to chesnaka, then multiply with 0.4 and 0.4 two times, because it is power 2 into 0.4 into 0.4. This will be more easy for you. So the total value of this particular term is 10.24 plus 5 squares 25 multiplied with 0.4 and 0.4. I am directly taking 25 into 0.4 into 0.4. The value is 4. This is 2 squares, that is 4 multiplied with 0.2 and 0.2. To 0.06 sorry. Thus we got 3 terms and another 3 terms here. 2 into 8 into something, it will produce one term. This will produce another term. Like that, you will be having total 6 terms which will be added and taken the square root. Now 2 into 8 into 5 into 0.2 into 0.4 into 0.4. So total it produces 2.56 plus, and this part of the value, two into 5 into 2 into 0.3 into 0.4 into 0.2, it will produce a value of 0.48. 0.48. The last equation, it will produce 1.28. And this total will be taken and we will have a square root over it. It will produce an answer called, this is the total, and square root of this total is 4.33. 326 ఉంది కాబట్టి we will make it 4.33%. Don't consider the percentages at the time of calculations. That is 8% అంటే ఇక్కడ 8 రాసుకోండి. Don't put percentage or 0.08. Final answer వచ్చిన తర్వాత just put the percentage.
Okay.
This is all about how we calculate standard deviation when there are more than 2 securities. That is, in this case, we take 3 securities. Don't expect 4 securities and 5 securities for examinations. For examinations models, it is enough up to 3 securities.
Okay.
Let me know, students, now any doubts, because this is important.
No, sir.
Everybody
No.
able to follow? Prasad, no worries, I can repeat the calculations.
No, sir. It's easy to understand,
sir.
sir.
No worries.
Okay. Then I am going to share this PDF, and PDF may be having more questions, more number of problems. If that is a model we discussed in the class, you solve it, no problem. If it is a new model, leave it. We are going to look at those models tomorrow. So it is challenge for us that we are going to complete all the questions so far discussed in the classroom environment. Are you ready for the challenge?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So tomorrow, so don't miss the class. Sharply by 11 a.m. I will be available to you, right?
Okay, sir.
Right. Fine. Thank you very much for being with me, all of you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, I am signing off. Bye.